welcome to Zoe Your Own. Oh, absolutely beautiful day it is today. I've already walked to the gym, done an hour on the Stairmaster and then a little bit of shoulder work, then walked home in the basking sunshine. I've already cut the grass and figured out the rest of my plan for the day, of which there's quite a lot. There's quite a lot. This is going to be probably have to be put into maybe like 6 trillion videos, because if not, I fear that you'll just be listening and watching me for the rest of your lives. So I've got my kale plant that's in here that needs to be repotted and moved out of there into over here where it's a little bit shadier because it keeps trying to bolt. So to try and stop it, I keep nipping the top off of it, in the hope that that kind of works. I've got some cabbages and broccoli, and the cauliflower romanesco in there, that I need to put up as well, of which I don't know if I'm brave enough to put it outside yet, but I've got so many. I might put some outside and I might leave some in there. I've got nasturtiums, the sunflowers to put on. I've got all of the stuff on the windowsills in my house or in my bungalow, to maybe some put on, some move, some to move out here. Yeah, just loads. I just love the month of March, right? Oh no, actually, technically, it's April, and it is actually April the 1st today, so it is April Fool's Day. I was always told that it was unlucky to try and do anything or to try and prank somebody after lunchtime on April Fool's Day. When I was at middle school, when I was just a wee nipper, I went to school with a set of identical twin girls, and they were in different classes. And every April Fool's Day, they used to, sort of basically swap classes, and everybody, like all of the students, all of the teachers, bar one teacher, knew exactly what they had done as soon as they'd done it. And then the joke sort of ended up being as to, would this teacher in particular actually figure out that the girls had swapped over by the end of the day. Turns out most years he didn't even realise even the next day when everybody told him that they'd swapped over. And it is such a lovely day today. I would just love to sit here in my garden and not do a lot, but I can't. I've already procrastinated enough today, and I've only been able to tick one thing off of my list so far. So I had better take my tea in the greenhouse and make a start on stuff, I think. Right, so that is the second job of my long list of things to do. Big fat tick on that one, and I've done a short to pop this one up to try and make this video a little bit shorter, and now I think I'm gonna go ahead, so I can create some space. Now I think I'm gonna do the rest of my brassicas. I think I'm gonna do my brassicas first. That seems like a sensible thing to do, right? Okay, so I've got these 5 brassicas here, cabbage and broccoli, of which need to be potted on. And then I think I'm going to be brave enough today, and with these onion seedlings, I think I'm going to pop in my bag out there. Not really sure what to do with the celery. These tomatoes will be staying out here. Oh, and I've got my cauliflowers down here as well, the Romanesco ones, which I think they're classed as a brassica. I'm not too sure. I'm just going to guess that they are. And I might try and do something with those today as well. I'm well chuffed with how they're coming on. And then I've got to figure out what to do with this little lot as well. And then even though I'm very happy to see these guys, I need to figure out what I'm doing with those as well. Oh God, I have a feeling it's going to bean a day. I'm not sorry about my terrible jokes and awful puns, by the way. It's what makes my day go quicker. Right, so I've just rearranged this a little bit. I probably should have pressed record, but like I said, this video's going to go on forever if not. And I've moved some of the plants that I had along the front here to like over by that on that little wall. There's a couple of bits that I'm going to put in into. No, there's one bit I'm going to put into this bed. I've just put some stuff over there on that wall there because I think that would be nice. The daffodils will die off soon anyway, so then that can just sort of be, you know, tucked out of the way. Because the idea of having this is to have all of my creeper crawlers going up around this. So like my pumpkin, my loofah, my cucumbers. Hang on, let me refer to my list. Say list, like very, very rough, very rough drawn out plan. Yeah, and I'm also with my melon because I've got obviously my peach tree here and strawberries here. I want to have my melon plant in that one there, so that creeper crawls up over here. Then I've got all my fruit together, and then let's move that out of the way, shall we? There we go. And then all of my veggies together. So yeah, I want it, so along the back there, I've got pumpkins, loofahs, peas, beans, and peas, beans. So I've got 2 of each variety, and then melon. And then in here, I'm going to have, this is the plan anyway. Whether it goes like this, I don't know. Because I think this is the 3rd plan that I've come up with for the garden. I've got onions here, which I'm going to keep here. And then I'm going to go beets and chard, cucumber, because I've just got 3 different varieties of cucumber in the end. Just keep up a cucumber, and then hopefully some more loofahs in that end tub there as well. And then in the patch, see, this is the thing. I don't know if my patch is too small because I was hoping to get loofah, pumpkin, carrots, parsnips, and corn in there. I might have to put more stuff in containers than I had originally planned out. Because when I was doing this plan, originally, the original one I've got on my laptop, I didn't even include any of my brassicas. So the plan for my brassicas, because they're not creeper crawlers, and I'm hoping that they'll be okay, is to put them in pots or containers along here. So I'm primarily going container pot, I guess, this year. That's the plan. So yeah, I'm gonna go because I like stuff to match as well because I get a little bit itchy if things don't match. So I've got a couple of big round pots. One I'm going to put over side with my cabbages in. In fact, I've got 3. I've got 3 of those, and then I've got a flexi tab over there. Oh, that's actually what I might do. I forgot about my flexi tab. Oh, I could put my pumpkin in my flexi tub again because that's next to the grow frame, so that could go up in there, and then I should have enough space for the corn in there. Because yeah, I was really excited for my corn last year, but I did an absolutely terrible job of it. So yeah, glad to know there and see my pots has reminded me of that. So then yeah, brassicas here, and then I'm gonna have some marigolds. I've still got to sow the seeds, but I've got loads of nasturtiums. Just gonna have some nasturtiums on the outside here, so hopefully they creeper crawl up around the frame. Which I still need to get some chicken wire for. There's just so much to do. And then yeah, sort of brassicas on there, brassicas on the outside here, and then everything else on the inside. I think. Hopefully that'll work. Still need to sort my strawberries out because they look a bit of a mess. As well, and I need to do something with that pipe because that's what I want to put my strawberries in. Oh yeah, and add into my fruit collection. I picked myself up a cheeky blueberry plant, bush, tree. I don't really know. The other day, so that will get repotted at some point. Whether today or not, I don't know. So I also need to try and work that out into my little fruit section. Yeah, because how I've tried to do it is like edible veg, edible fruit, herbs, and then just plants is the plan. And then obviously greenhouse. That greenhouse is not being moved at all. I can't just stand here on my hands and hips. I don't know what I'm doing. Right, I mean, not it's really going to make much difference at this point, but I think I'm going to move this. Because I don't know if that will go down. But I do kind of want to keep it because, even though it's very, very broken and tatty, but I think it'll look kind of cute if I've got stuff growing up and through it. Maybe I put it in, just dump it in one of my beds, not this one. Maybe I'll dump it in the bed that I don't like. Not to say that I don't like this. Okay, I really need to do something. Okay, I think if I maybe put my pots in place, that might that might help. That might help. I'm gonna do a bunch of this in fast forward mode. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do a bunch of this in fast forward mode until it comes to lift on anything heavy. And then obviously I'm gonna have to show off. Why else would I go to the gym? So I just had to stop for a little minute because I put a couple of things in and then I was just like, I just don't know. I just don't know what I'm doing. And I had to go for a cheeky wee. And I just realised as well that I've got some courgettes on the pot gang stuff. That even though I wanted to keep the pot gang stuff together, I might actually separate it a little bit, and I might put the courgette typical space. I might try and work them in around here. I'm not too sure. But what I am sure of is that I've got 2 cabbage plants in here that are gonna go on either end. I'm going to save this pot because I've got some Cavallonero seeds, which is a type of kale. So I'm going to try and do it so I can have my 2 types of kale in the same pot, so it kind of matches a bit. Okay, so this is one of our cabbage, and I don't know if you can remember when I was potting stuff on, that I did sow and pot stuff on slightly differently. So there was some that I was doing experiments with. I use that term very loosely. And you know, it was an experiment where I'd potted them on. Oh, look at all those lovely roots. Where I'd potted them on with, well, sown some of them in like eggshells and then cartons and whatever, but then had potted them on in with that too, to kind of see which one would do better. And these 2 cabbages, did I only get 2 cabbages? That must have been all that I had germinate then, if that's all I've got to put in. And yeah, they both say no tube on the thing. Oh, lovely roots again. Give it a little loosen up. Right, so that's those in there. And I don't know if do I need to fleece them yet. I have got some, or like, you know, like those trap things or whatever, because I have got some. I just don't know whether I need to do it now. Oh, and actually that's not a bad idea. I got 3 broccoli plants here. I got 3 pots. So I think with my 3 broccoli plants, I'm gonna go boom, boom, boom. Let's fill these two pots off. Oh, go on, be enough. That's not be enough. Especially if I throw it all over the floor. Oh, so close. Damn it. I don't know if anyone else is the same, but I've just got a bag of bags. Oh, I can't believe it. At the start of the day, I had 5 bags of compost. No, 6. I've still got one in the greenhouse, actually. And my sink is still quite full of compost. It's quite a weird sentence, that is. My sink is full of compost. Ugh, borrow some of these. See that? See that sheer strength? One-handed. And this also says on it, lift with care. Oh, it doesn't say anything about like 2 people lifting it, but I mean, I don't really work out my arms, but oh goodness me, to spend a day in my head, folks. Okay, oh, so this is one that I've got a bit of an experiment with. So this is an eggshell one. This is the biggest one out of the 3 I've got here. Oh, these are all eggshell. So I'm going to put the bigger one in this pot. This pot here. And I'm not going to do what I did last year, where I just tried cramming too much in pots, as in like too many plants in a pot, because I think that's why I didn't get as sort of good, you know, good yield. Oh, the fighter jets are out. That's what that is in the background. So if you can hear it. Okay. Oh, this is exciting. This is so exciting. I love it. Oh, and that sun is really, really quite warm as well. Ah, beautiful. Okay. Right, that's those little jobbies jobbed. This is another one of their those things that I'm not really sure that this is the right thing to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway and learn from my own mistakes. So yeah, these are onions that me and my mum planted like in this bag and sowed last year, of which I thought that they totally died off, but it turns out that they haven't. And then I've got these. I think these are egg carton. Oh, there's a normal onion. Yeah, there's one normal onion, which I must admit the normal onion has grown significantly smaller and lesser. That's not working there. And the other one, I'm just going to put these in here because I have got my onion sets in here, of which I'm very chuffed with. These have got some good rootage, these little onion seedlings. So if I try and put these four new ones together, and I've tried to evenly space them out. And I ripped this bag this morning moving it. Whoopsie. Ah, right. Okay. That is another little jobby jobbed. Okay, so I've got to a point where I want to absolutely show off. It's not by lifting this heavy, empty tub. Believe you me, it's moving this very full tub in the back here over to here, because I've decided I'm going to put my leeks in there because it makes sense. I've got onions, leeks, right? Oh, that's why I come up with it. And none of these have got holes in. I need to get Billy, so I'm not sure I can be trusted with a drill. I need to get Billy to drill some holes in them for me. I don't think I can bicep curl this one though. There we go. Okay, so the last job on the list is putting my leeks in. I remember when I worked at Sprouse many years ago, it was one of the chefs that played a bit of a prank on the maintenance department. Told him there was a leak in the fridge. I mean, there was a leak in the fridge, but not the type of leak that he thought. Okay, I don't really know how to get these out of here, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, but this must have been what my granddad was talking about. Look, there's the lovely rootage coming out of the bottom. Now I've got 7 of these, so I'm going to put all 7 in, I think. I'm going to try and space them out as evenly as I can, and I'm going to keep as much of the cardboard tube around them as well. I don't know if that will actually help. Who knows? And whilst I'm doing this, I'm gonna do my best to wrap up as quickly as I can, because I do fear I don't know at this point because I've stopped and started and I fast forwarded, so I don't actually know how long this video is at this point, and I fear it might be quite long. But I'm happy with what I've got done. That's for sure. Oh, look at those lovely roots on there, aren't they beautiful? Happy with what I have managed to achieve today. I was trying at at a few points, and I just kind of stood and laughed because I just didn't know where to put anything. I got there in the end. But as always, thank you very much for popping past and seeing me. It's always much appreciated. Come back and see me again soon. I haven't finished out here for the day, that's for sure, because I've still got some sunflowers and nasturtiums that I want to put on. Also got some rearranging in the greenhouse to do. I've got some more sowings to do. Right, well, that's our leeks all in place in their new forever home. Hopefully they'll like it in there. But yeah, thank you very much for popping past and seeing me. It's always much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your week. I hope this means now as well that this is the weather we have. Absolutely love this time of year. But don't forget to come back and see me again very, very soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Later, staters!